Now we got some breaking news. McKenna Grace has apparently been cast in Scream 7 because it's child, we getting a Prison Break reboot. Wait, let me just concentrate. Okay, so basically, there have been rumors going around for the longest because, we were having a conversation that, well, I was saying it. I was like, I wanted McKenna Grace to be the choice to be Sydney's daughter, excuse me, in Scream 7. And then we started hearing Isabel May was cast. And I know a lot of people was thinking, okay, this is just not resonating with me. So I'm like, I don't know why they pick her to be up in there. But apparently, I guess maybe two things was true at the same time. That McKenna Grace was in talks. It was just that the Isabella Grace stuff came out, or Isabel May, sorry, stuff came out first. And McKenna was in negotiations. So shout out to Deadline for this story. So they said McKenna Grace is set to join the cast of Spyglass Media Group and Paramount's Scream 7. She joins the previously announced Neve Campbell, who may be reprising her role from the franchise, as well as new cast members Isabel May, Celeste O'Connor, and Asa Gurman. Now, original creator Kevin Williamson is directing Scream 7 with Guy Busick writing. Project X Entertainment's James Vanderbilt, William Chirac, and Paul Neinstein are producing. The film is supposed to come out in February 27th, 2026. So now a log line for the new slasher film has not been disclosed, and it is unknown who Grace will be playing. Sydney's daughter, allegedly. We'll just put allegedly on there, even though we kind of know, like, okay, she might be playing Sydney's daughter because Sydney had to have more than one kid. Somebody said she has three, but why did I only count two? Or did they mention that she had three? So now this all comes on the heels of Scream 6, which brought in a franchise high domestic gross of more than $108 million in March of 2023. Collectively, films in the meta horror franchise have earned more than $900 million in worldwide box office. So now they said that Grace will next be seen in the adaptation of Colleen Hoover's Regretting You opposite Allison Williams to be directed by Josh Boone. Now, other credits include she was in Ghostbusters Afterlife alongside, so it's funny, she's going to be reuniting with one of her cast members from Ghostbusters, Celeste O'Connor. So they both were in that because they were in Afterlife and Frozen Empire, and then she was in a project called Gifted. So I actually like that. I like that. I like that she's finally been cast in the film. As they said before, we have no idea who exactly she's going to be playing, but we've all can speculate until it's confirmed when we see the movie or when a trailer actually comes out that she's probably going to be one of Sydney's daughters. So Sydney does have more than one daughter. I've already said that it would be interesting to see, like, okay, now Ghostface actually gets one of her kids, and then she's got to go into full on Linda Hamilton mode. Because remember, and it could be a callback to Scream 2. You got that little Linda Hamilton thing going, where she was fighting Mickey in the third act. So if they could bring that up in there and kind of bring it as a full circle moment when she turns into the Terminator, even though Linda Hamilton wasn't a Terminator, but you know what I'm saying. That would be awesome. But also, I don't know. I mean, while I am great, while this is good news, here's the thing that worries me. So we have Scream coming out. I don't understand why. And this is the way it's coming across because they're bringing all these younger actors or whatever. The younger kids, Gen Z, have already expressed their vitriol or whatever on social media because Spyglass and what they did with Melissa Barrera, which we kind of alluded to her earlier before we got to this topic because we were talking about the nominations for the Critics' Choice, and people were saying, well, how is it that, Robert in the comments was saying, how is it that the girl that played Abigail is getting a nomination, but not Melissa Barrera? She was good in the role, but I guess because the movie's Abigail and she stands and it's the lead, that's what they want to give it to her. But anyway, so how is it that you're pandering or you're trying to get back in the good graces of the younger audience or try to get this? Because it feels like you already abandoned the core four. We already had Jasmine Brown say that she is not reprising her role as Mindy, and she pretty much confirmed that she's pretty much not coming back for the movie. And I'm sure that Mason Gooding is not coming back either, although he is doing the horror movie Heart Eyes, which I'm actually looking forward to seeing. And I hope it's good too. Like I hope it's in the vein of like the Valentine's movies that I love, like My Bloody Valentine and things of that nature. So if it's gonna be cool in that context, then I'll be here for it. I just hope it doesn't suck. So look, Spyglass got other things going on besides Scream and Thanksgiving. They're getting into Valentine's Day. So this is what I'm hoping is like, I understand like they're trying to get back in the good grace of the younger audience, but are the younger audience actually going to show up, especially because they're already pissed off that you fired Melissa Barrera, and Jenna Ortega was like, she's not coming back because of scheduling conflicts. And so why are we pandering to the younger people again? Well, you should be pandering to the legacy fans like myself who have been with this franchise since the beginning. Since what, 1996? First of all, I feel old because yesterday, I believe, or is it today? I saw on social media that it's been 27 years since Scream 2. I don't even want to think about that. I think it was today. Today is the 27th year anniversary of Scream 2. So this is probably why they're announcing this, which makes Scream 1 28 years old, almost 30 years old. And while I said we can also suspend our disbelief with her having the kids' age and all this other stuff, because when it comes to kids, um, they do it in soaps, they do it on sitcoms, they do it on TV shows or whatever. You can suspend a disbelief and just be like, we aged up the children and stuff. So it works in movies. First of all, movies are not real. Scream is not a real life situation, even though they do play in the meta thing. So we can suspend our disbelief and be like, yeah, she got older children. But I do kind of feel like it does feel a little skeptical and a little, it feels a little thirsty and desperate because now you're trying to create a whole new core four after you pretty much got rid of the last core four because y'all got mad over Melissa Barrera standing for Palestine and calling out the genocide of Palestinian people, which people should have a right to do that. It isn't right what is happening to these people over there and this whole genocide and all this other mess that's going on. Well, we can't speak out about the IMF and the things that's going on over there, and the military and what they're doing to Palestinian people. Why can't we talk about that? Why is that a crime? I said IMF like this is a Mission Impossible. But so I'm excited. So the long story short, I'm pretty much excited for Mckenna Grace coming in. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with her and how they're going to come. God damn, I can't even talk. What they're going to do with this franchise. How are you going to course correct, and get butts in the seat to see this movie? I don't think that Scream will flop. First of all, it doesn't cost a lot of money to make a Scream movie. The legacy fans will come out and support Scream because of Scream. The people who don't pay attention to all this stuff that's going on in the Scream bubble will go see this movie because it's a horror movie and it's familiarity and Nev Campbell, because she's been in all majority of the franchises except Part 6. That's the only one movie she didn't appear in. So I do feel like the legacy fans will come out. The ones that sit up in here on social media getting all pissed off and trying to go in on the younger actors who are signing on to this, I'm like, okay, so now you doing all of this. Are you going to pay these people's bills? Are y'all going to actually like create a GoFundMe to give them money so they won't be in Scream? I sincerely doubt it. I feel like those same ones that's complaining will be the same ones that didn't show up for Melissa Barrera when she was in Abigail, because y'all sat up in here windmilling hard talking about y'all team Melissa Barrera, but you saved your behinds home when Abigail came out. I went to the movies to see her. And I'm going to keep saying that in all these videos. So I went to support. And as somebody who has been following the Scream franchise for almost 30 years, as a legacy fan, I will be there to see the movie opening night and giving y'all my critique of it. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story? Are you guys excited to hear that Mckenna Grace is going to appear in Scream 7, possibly, which is, allegedly, as, even though we don't have confirmation, as Sydney's daughter, one of Sydney's children, because she had more than one. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.